Hello, everyone, and welcome to another series of Rising Above the Average. I'm your girl, Alun, and it's always a privilege to share my thoughts with you and to answer some of your questions, as well as to connect with you. We are here. My aim here, during Ask Alun Anything, is really to create a community of people who are overachievers, who have a dream and who like to achieve their dreams with the help of a supportive community. And I'm glad that whether you're watching this video live with me or you're going to watch it later, I really want to send you a lot of love and blessings on your journey. And it shows that you are someone that has a dream. And if anybody has a dream, I believe that your dream is worth achieving. And if you want to achieve your dreams, you are at the right place. Here on my channel here, I like to share some quote, motivation or thoughts to help you on how you can achieve your dreams or how you can achieve whatever you really desire in different aspects of your life. I usually share universal principles that people have used and they got the result that I also use in my life, and I have the result and I share with you. And if you feel like anything I say resonate with you, feel free to try it yourself and come up with your own conclusions. So today I'd like us to share, right? So let's do this together. I'd like us to share a little bit about what do you do with all the motivation, right? So I have this thing called my daily thoughts, right? And I send out motivation every day, like daily thoughts, my thoughts every day, just like encouraging insights, just to help myself also, to remind myself that I am on my journey, and also to help other people. And today I thought, let's talk about what do you do with all the motivation. Right, you hear motivation here and there, people encouraging you, and all the encouragement that I have been giving you or other people that you follow that have been giving you. What do you do with all that motivation? But now, before we're gonna get into that in a bit, but before we do that, I like to start these sessions by asking you what you have learned this week. I personally believe that life is about learning, right? Life is about learning. And whatever you learn from your own experience or from other people's experience, you get to keep. Whatever you choose to learn, you get to keep. So I believe that we can learn from every single thing in our lives, right? Everything brings an opportunity for us to learn. So what have you learned this week? You've had 7 days since our last live, and I'm sure that a lot of things have happened, or a few things have happened, but I always believe that there are always opportunities to learn something, right? For example, something outrageous happened to me last night, and from that I learned something as well. You could learn from anything, right? So it seems I woke up this morning and my scooter was disappeared, literally. My scooter disappeared, and I thought, okay, that means last night there was someone in my house. Right, someone took my scooter, and I thought, okay, so there was a thief in my house last night. First of all, I thought, oh my God, that was so dangerous, and I thought, I'm so grateful that I am alive, and then nothing happened to my life. And secondly, I thought to myself, what can I learn from this? I think this is a good reminder for me to check my windows, because it's those one wheel scooters, the kind of the small ones, the one you use one leg to kind of ride. So I usually keep it in my living room, and because it's summer, I leave my windows open because I thought, yeah, right, I want some air. But it seems someone has found a way into my my living room and took my scooter, and I thought, okay, it's not there. I feel sad about that, and I thought, okay, this is a good learning, good reminder. From now on, I'm going to be closing my windows and make sure my doors are closed. And I think it's a good reminder for all of us, right? Sometimes until something happened, we don't really become aware of that. I think it's a good practice from now on. Before I go to sleep every night, I check that all my windows are closed. I check that my door is closed and locked, and if possible, lock my windows as well. right? I check that everything is locked, and so that no non-invited person gets into my house. So I think it was a good learning, right? So apart from that, this week, what else did I learn this week? Last week I shared about achieving your dreams, and this week I really learned the importance of following up on what you said you're going to do. Many times we say things, we decide that, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then we don't follow up on ourselves. We literally don't do anything about it. 2 years down the line, we're like, oh, you know what? I said I was going to do this, but now, well, excuse me. And I thought, it's important to follow up on yourself. Follow up on what you said you're going to do, on your own dream. Because you know what? If you are the first person to let you down, then it's going to be hard for other people to support you, isn't it? Do you agree with that? If you're the first person to let yourself down, isn't it going to be hard for some other people to not, to hold you up? So it's going to be easier for them to let you down as well. So I really believe that we should be our own number one supporters, right? If you say you're going to do something for your life, the first step I would recommend is that you write it down. It's going to keep you accountable. Write it down and paste it on your wall, on your fridge, or where you can see it every single day. Paste it on your table. I use my table as a 3D reminder, right? So to remind yourself that you say you're going to do this, and give it a date, right? Don't just give it an infinite date, because first of all, your own time on this earth is not infinite. It's finite. So I think if you want to accomplish anything, you should give yourself a specific date and follow up. And the first step is to write it down. Right, so that's what I learned this week: the importance of following up on your own dreams and not giving up on yourself. Because if you give up on yourself that easy, then it's going to be easy for other people to also give up on you. True or true? Isn't it true? Yeah. So today, I would like to share with you a little bit my thoughts on what to do with all the motivation. There's so many motivation out there, and I'm grateful for that. I'm really grateful that we have people rising up and sharing their heart, sharing their unique messages. Now, what to do with all this motivation? You've heard about this, achieving your dreams, achieving your, whatever, your North Star, and achieving whatever you desire. Then what do you do with all the motivation, right? I think the first thing is to choose, to decide. To decide first of all, to decide what do you want your life to be about, right? When you think about when you leave this earth, when you leave this world one day, what would you want your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your colleagues to remember of you? What would you like to leave behind for the next generation? What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be appreciated for? What do you want to be recognized for? I think the first step is to understand and to know what you want to be about in your life. What do you want to be about? What do you want to be recognized for? I think this is so important, because it's easy for us, and I myself, I've been guilty about this. It's easy for us to just go through life and survive and not really think of, okay, when I leave, what do I want to leave for the next generation? What do I want to leave for my children, for my great-grandchildren, for my friends' children, for the next generation? What do I want to leave? Or even what do I want to leave for other people that are still going to live after me? Right? What do I want to contribute to this earth? What do I want to contribute to the world? And it's easy these days, with all the pressure left, right, and center that we get, to not be clear, or to not even have the ability to step back and think about, what am I really about? So today I would like to throw that question to you and ask you, what are you really about? What is your life about? What is your destiny about? What is your calling? What are you about? Have you ever thought about that? What are you about? And I think it's so important. The first thing, if you've heard all the different motivation from different speakers and everything, and what do you want to do with those things? And if you really have a desire deep down in your heart and you would like to achieve it, the first thing is to understand who you really are and what you're about. So what are you about? What is your life about? Or what would you like your life to be about? Right now you're like, gosh, Alun, I don't know what my life is about. And then you won't be like, okay, I'm asking you, what could your life be about? All right? What could your life be about? Because I believe that the first step in achieving anything is to understand your legacy. What do you want your life to be about? When you leave this earth one day, what do you want to leave for the next generation? What do you want to leave for your children? What do you want to leave for people that are going to live after you? What are you about? What is your life about? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be recognized for? What do you want to be appreciated for? Right? I think it's very important. And today I'm talking about what to do with all the motivation. All the motivation you've heard, you've seen, you hear from different people. What can you do with that? The first thing is to know what you're about. What is your life about? Or what could your life be about? What would you like your life to be about? I think it is very important. Secondly, and the second thing is when you get clarity about what your life is about, what you really want to leave behind, what your legacy is, the second thing is to take action. And what do I mean by taking action? You could do something simple as writing it down. I think journaling is very important. For me, journaling helps me to clarify my thoughts. When I write things down, I get clarity in my mind. So I think the first thing you can do from getting clear about what you want your life to be about is to write it down. Get a notebook, a journal, and you write it. It could be every day, right? You write it, or anytime you get inspiration, you ask yourself. And I think from today, if you really want to put this into practice, ask yourself every day, what do I want my life to be about? Or what could my life be about? And what is my life about? You could ask yourself, what is my life about? What do I want my life to be about? And then what could my life be about? You ask yourself the question. And when you get those insight, you could write it down. I recommend you write it down. Because when you write down, you can be accountable. That's taking action. You take an action and you tell the universe that you're really serious about this thing. Right? These are simple things, but I don't know any successful person that has not applied this principle. First of all, getting clarity about what they want and what they're about. And secondly, writing it down. I don't know anybody who has achieved notable success who doesn't use this principle. And secondly, follow through. Follow through in the sense of, thirdly, right, as I've just shared the second point. The third thought is follow through. Follow through as in the sense of remind yourself. Now, we human beings, we have a really, really short attention span, right? If we forget things easily. And that's why it's important to keep reminding yourself. And you can remind yourself in different ways. I mentioned earlier that when you write your thoughts down, what you want to be about, you could paste it on the wall in your house. You could paste it on your fridge, somewhere you can see it frequently. Or another way to remind yourself is to join a mastermind, right? A mastermind, a group of people who are about the same things that you are about, right? Who are about doing what you're also doing and who are willing to support you. So when you meet them frequently, they remind you of what we said we're going to do. Right? And same, it's important for you to surround yourself with your friends and people around you that support your desire and your vision. I think that is very important. So today I'm sharing with you just 3 quick tips to what you can do with all the motivation that you receive. And number 1, ask yourself, what am I about? What do I want to be about? Or what could I be about? Right? Number 2, take action. Take action by writing down the answers to those questions, right? And number 3, follow through. Follow through by reminding yourself of what you said you were going to be about. You could set, I set like hourly, hourly reminders on my phone to remind me of what I am about, right? Every day there's a reminder. So set a reminder on your phone to remind you, ask Siri or, whatever phone you're using, to remind you of what you said you're going to do. Paste it on your fridge. Have like a 3D vision board in your house that constantly reminds you. My phone is a vision board as well. Everything I put on my phone, they remind me of my dreams and what I said I was going to be about, right? So this is what I suggest you could do with all the motivation that you get. And if anything I shared today resonate with you, feel free to try them out, and get your own result. And feel free to reach out to me. Leave me a comment and let me know if this was helpful to you. And also you can leave me comments and let me know what are the topics you'd like me to cover. If there are things that you would like to know, you would like to learn. I'll be very happy to do them. Right? So I'm so glad that you joined me today. If you need free resources on how to start your own business, go to askcalvinanything.com, where you can get free resources and you can learn how you can start your own business and how you can also live the life of your dream and how you can discover what you are really about and leave a legacy on this earth. I appreciate you. I'm so glad. Enjoy your weekend, and you know what? Live with passion. Bye. Bye. And thanks to everyone who joined me today. I'm so grateful. Thank you. And have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.